hind leg, I'm looking at that stifle area. On a heavy bodied horse, your quarter horse, some of your warm bloods, that dimple, there's your pointer, that dimple you see right there, the quicker that goes away is the quicker they start flexing that hind end. And that's a key point that I'll look at. Also kind of paying attention to me when they come in and they load, that pastern comes in and it sits down. Pastern's always going to sit down and recoil. Is it sitting down and sticking, or is it recoil? The horse where it's sticking, that stifle joint is staying straight. How much does that relate to your negative palmar angle? Think about this. On any horse, if he's not recovering on the ground, that flexor muscle comes up the back of the leg, goes over your hock. If he's not coming out of the ground, you kept tension on it. That pushes the hock straight. The hock, the stay apparatus pushes the stifle straight, pushes the pelvis out from under the horse, and he's pulling through with his lower muscles. And he's probably sore in the lower back. That was a good way to judging how they were doing. How sore are they in the lower back? I didn't have an x-ray unit. But the better you could get them in that lower back, the better they would do on the front end, because you can do everything under the sun to unload the front end until the back end is prepared to take it. You change pressures on tendons and ligaments, so you don't truly get the weight off the front end now, do you? Back end's got to be prepared to take it and got to be able to pick it up off the ground. And I have done navicular horses at times solely on the back end to prove a point where they weren't too bad, and I got them happy by getting the back end going. I have crazy customers that are willing to let me do stuff every now and then. Okay, looking at a horse trotting at you. If they're not tracking straight, if you got a leg that is going outside, you're going to get a counter maneuver on the back end. And horses that paddle one-sided, I have to look real hard at how straight are they tracking when they trot. Because if I got a horse that's coming at you kind of diagonally, he's here, he's got to come, his shoulder's aimed here, so he's got to come out and around his body to reach forward. Then where's his back end going? Because it's not falling straight in line with the body either. Yes, sir.
So my horse is winging. You're talking this whole shoulder. The winging on mine is just down here. You're saying it's interrelated?
It can be, yes.
Because I used to have it fixed. Fix the winging. Now it doesn't wing so much. But the performance seemed to suck.
So where's the breakover one want to go? It's going to go more in line with the knee a lot of times than where the foot's aimed. If I try to force it, sometimes I'm creating a problem. Some horses I can push it on. So it kind of depends on the situation with the horse and reading what's going on with it. On the front end, if they're coming down and that leg is sticking to the ground and that pastern's dropping hard, it wants to hyperextend that knee, they push over the shoulder and they're laying on that shoulder hard, as opposed to it's coming up, recoiling good, and he can get out of the way and get moving. Just we were talking about our dressage horse a little bit ago, that and I suspect that horse has had suspensory problems on the back. I'm questioning whether he's got some on the front on the dressage horse we were talking about.